Hi, first grade. Let's go ahead and work on our social studies textbook, page 242. And you also need your homework book, the softcover book, on page 40. Let's start first with the textbook and open it up to page 242 and 243. And when you're ready, let's go ahead and read it together. Okay, 242 is called follow a route. You can actually say this word two different ways. You can say route or route, but for this video, I'm going to use the pronunciation route. Why it matters. A route on a map shows how to get from one place to another. Just like when you have a GPS for your car, it'll give you directions on how to go from one starting location to your destination. And sometimes if you make a mistake, it'll say rerouting. That happens. Let's continue reading. You can read with me or just follow along. On this map of California, the red line shows a route from the city of San Francisco to the city of Blythe. Imagine that you and your family are immigrants. You have just crossed the ocean to San Francisco. And now you will go to your new home in Blythe by following the route on the map. We can see that right over here. If you would, go ahead and take a look at that map. It says San Francisco to Blythe. And right here we have our map legend. This red arrow will show us our route. A blue wavy line will show us if there's a river. The black dot shows us a city. This tree is for a national park. And this blue oval represents a sea. We're going to take a look at this information starting off here in San Francisco and traveling to our route along here to get to Blythe. We're going to answer some questions. Go ahead and take a look with me. Number one, look at the map. Where does the route start and end? Go ahead and look carefully on your own map. Remember, the route is this red arrow. Where does it start on the map? Take a look. It starts right here in San Francisco. And where does the route end? Take a look again. Follow the red arrow as it travels down through the state. And it ends at this black dot, which is the city of Blythe. Number two, what river will you see at the beginning of your trip? Remember, it starts off in San Francisco. Let's take a look. If we start in San Francisco, we're looking for a river. Rivers are blue wavy lines. Can you find a river that's near San Francisco? Yeah, you should see it right here. This river, which flows into the San Francisco Bay, is called the San Joaquin River. Number three, in which direction will you go after passing Los Angeles? Let's go to our starting location, San Francisco. And let's travel until we get to Los Angeles. Okay, now that we're here, what direction will we travel to finally end up in Blythe? If you don't remember, our cardinal directions are north, south, east, and west. So if we're at Los Angeles and we want to end up in Blythe, traveling across here, what direction is that? That direction is east. Number four, what other places are near the route? Let's take a look. If we're traveling here, we've already identified the river. And if we keep traveling, we see here this tree. This tree represents Joshua Tree National Park. That's a very well-known park here in California. It's a desert location that has interesting beauty. And if you keep traveling, you also see this blue oval, which represents the Salton Sea. It's quite small, and definitely not as big as the Pacific Ocean. Now that we've practiced looking at a map and following a route, let's go ahead and continue by looking at our homework book page. So go ahead and get out your homework books, and let's look at page 40. Okay, here's our homework book, page 40. And it's called Mike's Route. Follow Mike's route to the library. write north, south, east, or west to tell how to get there. Here's a little reminder for your cardinal directions. They're showing you here. North, south, east, and west. That can help you as you're looking at the route. Now we need to start off with Mike. You'll see Mike is here riding on his bike, and he's traveling across different roads and streets of his town in order to end up here at the library. I'll go ahead and read number 1. Go on Park Road. Let's first find Park Road. We know that Mike is at the beginning of his route, and he's traveling this direction along Park Road. What direction is that? Is that north, south, east, or west? If you know it, go ahead and write that word right here on the line, either north, south, east, or west. Let's take a look at number 2. Go on D Street. Well, if you look carefully here, D Street, this is the route, and here is how Mike is traveling down D Street. Is that north, south, east, or west? Go ahead and write it there. Number 3, go on Hill Road. Well, let's look here at our map. This here is Hill Road, and this is the direction that Mike is traveling. North, south, east, or west? And take a look at number 4. Go on A Street. A Street is labeled right here, but he only travels on it for a very short time. So this is a very small arrow here. But even though it's small, we can still identify what direction that is. North, south, east, or west. Great job, first grade. When you're done, you can go ahead and tear out this page. Make sure that name, number, date is at the top of this page, either on this side or the other side.